Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, and a Rocky Mountain High. Folsom Field, one of the most beautiful settings in sports. Ralphie is out there looking to run over somebody, and the Buffaloes are fired up and ready today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The offense backed up, beginning this drive near their own end zone. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
1st down here for this offense. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And now the handoff. Fights through a tackle. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense here. The linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain. And the Gators come up to the line in the hurry-up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He lets it go. And he pulls in the catch. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, that's just a great individual effort to lay out like that to make a catch.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Stiff arms the man. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, bringing pressure. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking free at midfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 34. Brings up 2nd down.
On the set. Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's Brooks. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Not too much on that throw. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. He slides to avoid the big hit. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
On the ready.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. He pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Man, it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
He's out of bounds at the 38. Good enough for a first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 7, Colorado 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. The Gators will crank up the tempo. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Dropping back. It's Brooks. He's running out of time here. Took contact on the throw. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And looking for a big play here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here comes a handoff. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Increasing out motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
To throw, it's Brooks. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Colorado. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Great job here by the backer. Quarterback reading his eyes and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Offense in hurry-up mode. Well, the big fellow's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain. And
caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game?
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Fighting him off. Legs still churning. Won't go down. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Runs through the defender. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards on the first down.
The clock has stopped. We reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Buffaloes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Headed for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return begins inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but they begin the drive with excellent field position. Takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he released it. Catch made on the right side. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws a bullet to the right. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Is back out on the field now. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Florida, 21.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They'll try and run it with the running back, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Tight end makes the grab. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Touchdown, Buffaloes. This offense is still clicking. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he knocks through the PAT. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass this time. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Powering through. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Dropped for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Well, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on fourth down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's a run to the left. Running with purpose. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Sticking with the running game. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And the Gators line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line.
Well, a field goal here now on 4th down is obvious. You have a chance in the second half to tie the game up.
Touchdown, Gators. And they will claim the second half lead.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
And the extra point was up and good.
35, Colorado, 31.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Just trucks the man. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the 1st down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 35, Colorado 31.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And the Buffaloes are on the move here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Touchdown, Colorado. They jump in front here in the 4th.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage and allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Automatic on the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. offense now operating in empty. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Ball handed off. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. 4th down coming up.
The Buffaloes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm all for quarterbacks trying to make plays. I love to see the fight in a guy and wants to make a play on every single chance that he can make. But here, when you scramble and you throw the ball way back against your body, you're asking for trouble. He's so lucky that ball didn't get intercepted.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. See if they can convert the point after. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida 49, Colorado 30.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. There's contact on the throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Running out of time in the pocket. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. We'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football, just get 4 positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, Chris, this drive looked outstanding until they got into the red zone. Seems like the wheels have come off. 3rd down and long makes it very tough to execute in the red zone. Now let's see what they come up with here on this 4th down play.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Offense ready to start this drive. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. The Gators come to the line and they hurry out. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. 1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a 3rd down play coming up. The defense showing blitz here. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.